Indigenous Rights Radio, because knowledge is power.
Hello, welcome again to the second episode on how the Maasai indigenous community in northern Tanzania have been impacted by mining of transitional minerals and other precious stones in their territories. Elders have been expressed their concern on the risk posed by mineral extraction, that they are not immune to the land alienation from both investors and the government. Prolonged drought and famine are some of experienced hazards which lead to the death of livestock and food insecurity, decline in Maasai cultural values, and the assimilation of foreign cultures and lifestyles. These mines cause loss of lives for both Maasai peoples and livestock. Mass destruction of holy and spiritual places like mountain, forest, valley, and lakes. Although some of laws give land ownership to the indigenous communities through local authorities, they need to be included in any decision making regarding their land and territories.
Ore rangar na kaji Kooya nareno le Timan. Na ore ntoki naidim taata nanu aimaki tenolong na esiai akuna mkodini oso.
My name is Kooya Timan, a women leader from Maasai community. Today, I'll be talking about precious stones. Previously, Maasai indigenous specialists have no knowledge on these precious stones. Generally, livestock is our only livelihood. It is what gives us everything. Mines operating right now were all grazing zones, water sources. Now we are in trouble. Now we are in trouble. They are investing our land now. They have destructed our land. These mines impose a great threat to our culture. The foreigners brought their own culture and lifestyle, which are contrary to our peaceful one. Our young generation is now foreign-oriented. The worst is likely predictable. These mines are literally holes, risky for our small miners and livestock lives. They do not possess skills and knowledge necessary for extraction. That is why many are dead during rainy season, especially in Tanzanite mines in Manchiro districts. Furthermore, there is no fair trade. Our people are being oppressed. They do not have market information, prices, policies, and even authority is against them. I would like to advise our people, let's not accept this foreign knowledge, the love of money, which will result in the destruction of our land and culture. Welcoming them means giving away our culture and our land and our life. We have nowhere to go. We will have nowhere to go. Our generation will perish without any trace.
Tanzania, nchi yetu ya busara. Wai nyakalonga we wandugu wote mwakaribishwe, karibuni muone mambo ya Tanzania, karibuni muone mambo ya Zanzibar. Zanzibar ni nchi ya amani, wote mnakaribishwa.
Ajira nanu enkarna Christopher Nduwai Mollel nara lopenya na kijiji Ancestral nara lolorika musana pale kijiji Ancestral na ore mpesa nikiata yiok ena emakar kiata ninye soito otii enkop ang.
My name is Christopher Mollel, Maasai elder from Ancestral. Minerals available in our village is soda ash from the Lake Natron. I was born here. I grew here. It's a great place to be. Long time ago, investors came in our village and do research and survey. This is when Maasai women started to collect soda lime from the lake and sell them as a source of income for their families.
Ore nara nakara na narasari na kagetumita nyamali sapu erumita nyamali amu ore amakani na sisho yanyo seseni lo ltung'anak inasira ngejaga antasari ni yolo siya namuka na isho pintasari la Maasai de mesipa de namuka mera ore tanakara nkumeshin ninya na apa nkiri natii ene nikineputu apa yiok apa netii apa ntoiwuo ang apa
The soda ash contain chemicals which are not favorable for Maasai women. The soda ash contain chemicals which are not favorable for Maasai women health. Similarly, this is a great threat for incoming investors who want to introduce salt making industry in our village. We are in a great risk of losing our land and livelihood. We have a plan to manage and protect our land and its resources, separating the grazing zones, water sources, tourism sites, spiritual sites, and ritual sites. We do a lot of meetings. We have to plan, manage, and protect our land and its resources and our culture. Through community meetings and traditional leadership, we have to protect ourselves from the investors and climate change impact. Ne yako nani nyende lefu merare niki norora na ramadini arunda na kulie soito na nija ke kiyiu ake na relo kununyaki na barakino na anapa aitumia nkigwana ala igwana ungigwana rolo shorgwa perumoki oltung'ani anoto otumoro lemetum neeku na nela amena nkulugun inyala more nkibelekenyara oloing'ang'e na anja na put in place policies, laws regarding minerals and natural resources investment. We have to demand consent and respect over the use of our land and resources. We do not like any industry in our land. They will threaten us and our generation. They will destroy our lakes, which is the breeding home for flamingo. We have to protect our lives and our land. We sacrifice so much for this land because it is our home. Any foreigner who wants to invest in our land are all thieves.
Mera kira para aripi ana kulukweni naleng tenguton naleng amu ninye kiyiolo ajo mikiata enkai wueji nikindorraki doi apuo. Mera ore iltung'anak ooponu ninche aimu yiok amu ore loimu dikai naa lapurrok.
Wananchi karibuni Tanzania, nchi yetu ya busara. Wayo nyakalonga we Wandugote mwakaribishwe. Karibuni muone mambo ya Tanzania. Karibuni muone mambo ya Zanzibar. Zanzibar ni nchi ya amani. Wote mnakaribishwa.
Ajinano Tadeus Clamian nikiponu emaki ajo kadetiu enkulukuoni ormaasai enyakakino orkuak lenye nikemaki anaa kulo soitok looji loompesai anaa kulo lemererani.
My name is Tadeus Clamian. Recently, there's a lot of precious stone discovered within the Maasai territories. I know mines in the Arusha regions, such as Tanzanite in the Mererani, Simanjiro districts, Ruby in Longido districts, Mondarara mines. Our culture have been under threat on areas where these mines are found. Widespread of sexual transmitted disease like HIV. Widespread of sexual transmitted disease like HIV have equally brought death to our youth in the same way climate change to our lifestyle.
Lobuaru moyiaritin amore woitin osoito naa keponu loshon kumok eponu loshon loomoyia neponu yarumo neaki ahorra kulie moyiaritin kake ore singulie kwa mfano
On the other hand, extraction of this precious stone is not environmentally friendly. This extraction means destruction of pasture land, water sources, livestock pathways. Investors are provided with pieces of land. This means it's privately operating pieces of mines. There are a lot of deaths occurred during mine extraction, particularly during rainy season. Some of these mineral mines are very near to the Maasai homes. Livestock and even children are among victims of these homes. Noises in the mines.
Ore pee esolo Marti nesulakino iltung'anak nikianya amu ore enidol injeriani naigero orkijiji ena nikijo namba 5 na namba 4 alari la nkalifuni.
Tanzanian law provide framework for land ownership and management. For example, Village Act number 4 and 5 of 1999 give mandate to the village authority to accept or to reject any change of land use plan. Therefore, we plead the government to adhere and respect this provision. Most importantly, they should respect the land inhabited by the Maasai community because they are natural environmental conservers for ages.
Neeku enidol ore ena nai enaa naturore osoitok nimaniki ake ildonyo egili naa ore ildonyo niyiolo ake siye enerikinore ildonyo orkuak lormaasai ajo ore orkuak lormaasai eetai too haa
it is where their livelihood where they will progress their generation. This land is their life. Our land should be respected. Kindly let them treat like most precious treasures. They should not extraction our sacred mountains, our spiritual sites, our grazing zones, salt lakes. I recommend any project which should be initiated within the Maasai territories. First, their consent should be pursued. There should not be any oppressive law against this community.
Emidol ajo akemin etii orkuak aimin amu imin ena seremare naserem ildonyo neserem irkeek nikidol ajo eneutu intokitin naaponu aimin tine.
If there is law that provide ownership to the precious stone to the state, the Village Land Act should really be respected because it gives mandate to the community to use, manage and protect their lands and its resources.
My name is Mathias Thooko. Thank you very much for listening to this episode. Please make sure that you listen more on the right of indigenous peoples by visit cs.org and follow Cultural Survival on Facebook, Twitter, and listen to the Indigenous Right Radio on SoundCloud and Spotify.
Hey.